In this video, we're going to talk about my second wheel trade that I've done in 2 weeks. We're going to do a recap on my pins trade that I did just this Monday. I wrote a covered call, but I have a new stock for which I'm doing my second wheel trade. I just did a 30-day cash secure put. Boy, I'll tell you what, $5,300 in 2 weeks. You can do this. Trust me, you just have to get your skill. You have to get your experience. Stick around. I know you're going to like this one. Hey, welcome back, everyone. It is time for another red-hot covered call video. Well, hey, look, we're back. We're using the wheel strategy. We have 2 wheel strategies going right now. We talked about pins last week, and I'm going to show you the quick covered call I did on pins, and I think you're going to like it. That's already $3,100 in the bag, and we're not even 2 weeks into this. How easy is that? But here's the deal. I'm going to show you wheel trade number 2 that's going to blow your mind. I'm going to set it up for you and show you my very first trade. Look, if you've never been to my channel, this is what I do. I don't talk about hypothetical trades. I don't talk about someone else's trade. We are talking about real trades that I am doing. This is my money. And I'll tell you what, I take all the risk. That's why I'm so excited, because for me, man, this is real life. Okay, I do these videos to show you my trades. We talk about them, so maybe you learn something to up your game, right? I come back week after week showing you timely and relevant trades that I do. So with that said, I bring you 2 wheel trades today. I'm going to show you the covered call on pins, and I'm going to show you the cash secure put that I did on my newest wheel trade. Now, if you like what you're hearing, I want you to subscribe to the channel. It's right there and it's free. And hey, look, if you like this video today, bang that like button. It lets me know you like what I'm doing. And what I'm doing is this, breaking records all over the place with regards to my trading. Now, understand, I sell premium, okay? We do talk options here, but we always talk about sell, sell, sell. I sell premium. I sell the risk, okay? So I either own the shares or I have the cash, and I'm going to go ahead and sell premium. I'm going to pocket all of those per share premiums, and we're going to stack that cash. And that's what I do. Okay, I have owned stocks that have rocketed to all-time highs, but I didn't make all those profits. I made my selling premium profit. Now, I know a lot of you remind me that I owned Nvidia at 150 and now it's trading for 500. But I don't apologize for my selling premium strategy. I knocked down over 20% over the past 4 years. No, that's not 1 year. That's every single year. So I don't know about you, but if somebody were to show you a strategy for which you can knock down over 20 or 30%, man, you would not believe them. Well, I'm doing that right now. I have learned a skill, and I'm using that skill to achieve financial success and have financial freedom. So what you're looking at right here is this. Since I started this 4.5 years ago, I have generated in selling premium and stock appreciation over $231,000. Now that's my P&L that I keep track of every single trade. And by the way, if you like this tracker, you can go to my website, ctpdashboard.com, go to free spreadsheets and download your very own copy. You got to keep the numbers in front of you. And I do that with every single trade. And when I do that, I'm able to set goals and I could see that I'm achieving my goals. I mean, look at this. $68,000 this year, and we still have many months to go. I'm averaging $5,700 a month. Remember, this is an experiment in retirement for me. If I were in retirement, could I chisel off a portion of my portfolio, sell premium, pay the bills, right? Go out to dinner, go on vacation, pay for my grandkids' college, okay? That's the idea here. I get the question all the time, why don't you just compound all your covered call profits and make more? Well, in retirement, I can't do that. In retirement, I'm spending all of this premium and I'm buying food. I'm living the good life, paying bills, right? So that's why I do not compound these numbers. Now, in reality, I'm not in retirement, so I am actually taking those profits and putting them into things like closed-end funds where I'm generating some 10 and 12% annually. I've done videos on that, man. I love closed-end funds. I use them to generate monthly income. So what I do is take my profits from my covered call writing and put it into closed-end funds, and man, that is growing. You talk about passive income. When you can can take your covered call profits and roll it into some great closed-end funds and just generate more and more passive income, that is a wealthy mindset. And that's what I really hope to impress upon you. That's what we do here. Now let's go ahead and get to this. I want to show you the 2 trades that I've done. This is the wheel strategy. And the wheel strategy is very simple. Okay, we're going to go ahead and have a wheel of premium profit. I explained this in the past couple videos, but I'll do a quick primer here. We start the wheel strategy with a cash secure put on a stock for which you'd like to own. We want to own this stock so we can then write covered calls. So 2 weeks ago, I used Pinterest or pins as the stock I was going to use for my first wheel. Now, what I did was I sold that 1 week cash secure put, man. I pocketed 1,400 bills. I showed you that in a trade I just did. You want to go back just 2 videos ago, I did that. Now, with that said, I went ahead and sold a 30-day covered call. I'm going to actually show you the setup for that. Well, fast forward a couple days later, and I found another stock that I'm going to use, and it's a company called Workhorse. Now, Workhorse has made the news because it's an electric truck company. And if you remember a couple months ago when GM closed a bunch of plants, Workhorse slipped in and bought the Lordstown plant in Ohio. Well, they're building electric trucks, and to be honest with you, they're not profitable now, but the bigger picture is they're going to be profitable. They are going to be a player, and Wall Street started to notice them. And I'm going to show you the setup for where we're at now, but a quick backstory on Workhorse, because I owned Workhorse at $2 a share, ended up selling, but Workhorse got a little bit of traction on the news as Tesla's rallying to all-time highs. Workhorse is rallying as well. It goes from $2 to some 15, 16, 17 bucks. And ever since then, it's maintaining. And they've had earnings. So we're past those events that we need to worry about when we're covered call writers, right? We have to always adhere to the golden rules of covered call writing. So with Workhorse being past those news events, we can get in, start a wheel strategy, and hopefully for the next couple months, we'll have smooth sailing. Now, you can see the trades right here. The covered call on PIN, remember my cash secure put was for 36. When I calculate my numbers, I always use where the stock is trading, but the reality is pins, I have a cost basis of 36 on pins. I may have made $3.12 in premium since I've been playing this, but remember, I'm in retirement and hey, I've spent that premium. Well, my cost basis being 36, that's the price I'm going to use when I write my covered call. Now, in the case of Workhorse, I decided to do a 30-day cash secure put, knocking down over $2.25 per share. Now, I'm going to let that play out because that's a fat premium for a stock that's trading for about $15.90. I'm going to show you how that trade sets up because it's the setup. Remember when I talked about pins and the setup of how it trades sideways and very predictable in a range? Both these stocks look very similar. Let's go ahead and go over to the charts of pins and I'll show you Workhorse as well. Now, real quick, you can see pins. We talked about this last week. Again, it trades in a very tight range. Now, forget the earnings, okay? This was a 30% rally because Wall Street didn't understand their business model, and now they do, and now they're keeping pins in the 30s, and quite frankly, I think it's going to go higher. But with that said, all I care about is this sideways moving range because it's that sideways moving range. I'm going to sell the cash secure put and I'm going to write the covered calls. And we're going to keep this wheel of profit going. On the Monday, after the Friday I was assigned the shares, I decided I was going to jump right into action. Because I was able to sell that 36 covered call. Remember, this is a 30-day 36. Now remember, my cost basis is 36. So this is great, right? Because if I can write a covered call, make about $1.50, I'm going to be able to achieve my goal in this trade of making about $1,000 or more every single time I write a covered call or do a cash secure put. So in this case, on that Monday, I immediately sold the 30-day 36 when the stock was trading around $34.50, and they paid me $1.70 for that. So I ended up getting $1,700 for this, and now it's a waiting game, right? It's a waiting game because now I have 30 days to let this trade play out, and as we get closer to expiration, if this thing does not finish above 36, well, of course, you know what I'll do. I'll keep that $1.70 premium, and we'll write another covered call. We'll keep this going. Now, if my shares are taken away at 36, that's perfectly fine, right? Because that's my stock purchase price. I will have pocketed $1.42 on the cash secure put, $1.70 on the covered call. That's $3.12 or $3,100. I now have the cash. I have $36,000 deposited back into my account. Guess what I do? I probably do another cash secure put on pins, and we keep the wheel rolling. Now look, if you like what you're hearing, I want you to subscribe to the channel. I do this all the time. I bring you real world trades that I'm doing. This is my real money. When I say I made $3,100 in premium, that got deposited into my account. I stack it on the table, okay? So I want you to subscribe to the channel and come back because I'm going to give you updates this coming week. Right? I'm giving you an update today. Next week, I'm going to give you more updates. We're going to talk about how this plays out. And if you want to follow at home, and hey, I know a lot of you do. I mean, a lot of my premium members are going out there and actually buying the stock when they get my real-time trade alert. And by the way, that's exactly what premium members get. They get real-time trades. When I make the trade, I immediately send them a real-time alert. Now, I don't make stock recommendations or stock picks for any of them, but they know John has put in the homework. John is knocking it down. They're excited. They're doing what I'm doing, and I'm finding out a lot of them are having success because they let me know. And that jacks me up because I know I'm adding value to their game. And that's what I take pride in with my premium service, where I give you my real-time trades. I give you my weekly updates. You see my ideas. And of course, you have access to the upgraded CTP dashboard, which is the world famous 100 best stocks trading now. The premium dashboard, the top 30. Are you kidding me? All the ETFs and the leverage stuff that I play, they're all there. And we start our research. With that said, only if you're interested, go to ctpdashboard.com. Click Upgraded Dashboard and see if you want to join us. Now, with that said, let's talk about Workhorse. Now, Workhorse has rallied from $2, right? And Wall Street is noticing them. They're noticing them because Tesla is blowing up, but all those options players on Fast Money on CNBC are talking about them because the options are rocketing, right? Everybody's playing Workhorse. And Workhorse is one of those plays for the future. Right now, they're not making money, but the big picture is they have products that once they start rolling off the assembly line, people are going to buy them. You should probably Google Workhorse's website and check out some of the trucks they got. With that said, I've been watching Workhorse, and for me, this is what I like about Workhorse. Workhorse got this tremendous spike up from news, and what Workhorse does is plays in this little range, okay? This range is between $19 and $15, and it's been pretty steady. Now, for me, with it trading at about $15.99, this is a great opportunity to get on the low entry purchase by using the 16 cash secure put. Remember, I'm going to go ahead and put up $16,000 for 1,000 shares of Workhorse for the next 30 days. And they paid me $2.25 for that. And that's step one of my new wheel. Right? I want to own those shares. So I did the ever slight in the money cash secure put, hoping I get the shares. But here's the deal with Workhorse. If this thing does what I think it's going to do, I think I'm getting in at a low entry purchase. Over the next 30 days, this thing might get up to 17. It's playing in its range now. So maybe I'm not assigned the shares. Now, do I really care at this point? They paid me $2.25. That's a hell of a premium. And if it rallies to 17, nobody's going to give me their shares at 16 when they can sell them on the market for 17. So I'm going to pocket that $2.25 or $2,250, and we're going to do this again. Now, if I am assigned the shares at 16, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and play this range, write the covered call, and I'll tell you what, 30 days out, I can get almost the same, if not a little bit more, on some call premium. This could literally be a $2,000 trade on either side. That's what I'm hoping for. But hey, look, you know, once we enter a trade, we always manage the trade. This can go south really quick because Workhorse is very thinly traded. And if they come out with any negative news, man, you will get smacked. Well, I'm going to get smacked because I'm on the hook 1,000 shares. But hey, look, I feel comfortable because I've learned a skill over the years and I'm going to manage that trade. In fact, that is one of the number one questions I get. How do you manage these trades once you get in them? And the prevailing opinion out there is that the markets might fall. It's funny, you might be thinking that because I just did a podcast for which I talked about exit strategies using the wheel. And I'm going to post that up. So what you want to do is be a part of my channel by subscribing, bang that like button, because this is what we do. I always try to up your game. Now, this trade as well as the pins trade is still active and we still have some time left. So we'll see what happens. But as for right now, I've got that cash in the wallet. We move on. Now look, I'm going to leave it right there for this video. I update my Facebook group on all these things first. So if you want to be a part of what we're doing, go to Facebook, search CTP Dashboard, and follow that page. That's where I usually update a couple times a week as to what I'm looking at. And I just recently posted up that workhorse trade. I'm telling you, if you want to be a part of a like-minded community, we have to go to Facebook. You have to search CTP Dashboard and follow my page. That is the off YouTube discussion. Now look, I'm going to let you go. Again, subscribe to the channel if you like what you heard today. Bang that like button because it lets me know you like what I'm doing. And until next time, may all your covered calls be profitable.